Alright, so here we are. Disney just finished releasing episode 1 of Loki. This is another installment of the phase 4 for the MCU universe. Before we get into the episode recap, I would like to let everyone know that this episode is jam-packed with spoilers, so if you haven't seen it or you just don't like spoilers, this would be the time to turn back. Okay, let's get into it. Loki, Odin's son, the anti-hero, is back, thanks to the power of the Tesseract that allowed him to escape the Avengers. The escape is short-lived. He soon falls into the hands of the TVA, the Temporal Variance Authority, a police force tasked with keeping the integrity of the sacred timeline. Loki created a tangent in the timeline and how he used the Tesseract. Loki is charged but ultimately saved by none other than Owen Wilson, who goes by the name Mobius, essentially a time detective. Loki is then released into the custody of Mobius, who then reveals to Loki his role in his adopted mother's death, and ultimately his own death to the hands of Thanos. Both distraught by his adopted mother's death and his own death, Loki comes to terms with the reality that he will never be able to claim his birthright and will rule over nothing. Realizing this, Loki agrees to help Mobius with tracking down a particular troublesome variant offender, himself, from a different timeline. I had some time to sit with the episode, and I'm extremely excited to see what happens next. I have a hunch his alternate timeline self will give him an offer he can't refuse, or will be willing to join forces. That pretty much rounds out the episode recap. Until next time, thanks everyone for listening.